Hey YouTubers, this is Rob Moffat. Good morning. I thought I'd do a video of some tips for cameras and video cameras you might benefit from. I've been playing around with cameras since the 1970s. I've learned a lot of things, and I thought you might be interested in some of these tips. The first one is the best one. If you buy right, you can have a really fun hobby in photography and making videos without having to spend any money on using the best cameras out there. The very first camera I ever bought was years ago in the late 1970s. It cost me $700. It was a 8mm camera. That's the last time I bought a new camera, paid full price. Ever since then, every camera I would buy, I'd buy either used on eBay from a very good seller or refurbished from the manufacturer. Here's an example. I bought this camera last week. It's a Canon camera S100. This is one of the best point and shoot cameras that they've ever made. And it goes retail, initially it was $450. Right now, new on Amazon, eBay, it's $300. You can get this for a limited time at the manufacturer's website, refurbished, with a warranty for $129. Free shipping. This is an extraordinary buy, but this is what I've been doing. I try to buy the very best camera I can get at the very lowest price and then use it, and then when I'm ready to sell it, I can usually get my money back, and in many cases I get more than my money back. I expect to be able to use this camera and be able to sell it in a year or two and get more than my money back. Let me give you some other examples. These are Kodak ZY-8. I got these refurbished on the Kodak site. They no longer make these. They were $69, and I think this one was like $80. They're close to $150 now used. So these were excellent buys. I'm going to be selling at least one of them this year. This was I bought on eBay a Canon Allura. Now this is an old camera, 2006, but I still keep it around to transfer files of video on digital tape. But this was a consumer best buy. It was one of the best cameras made in 2006. I got it used on eBay from an extremely good seller with good feedback, and was able to return it with no problem if I had any problems. So it was like 60 bucks. The cheapest one I see now used is like $150. So these are some of the examples you can get. And it's not just for cameras and video cameras and digital still cameras. You can buy other electronic equipment. This is a digital recorder I bought for $20. They go new, like I think they're $89. And if you buy from a good seller on eBay that allows for returns, if you have a problem, you can check it out when you get it. What I'm getting at is you can buy a camera, if you buy the very best, that has a lot of demand for the camera, and when you're ready to sell it, you can usually get your money back, if not more. So in effect, you can have a hobby in photography and videography and not have to spend anything on your cameras, and maybe even make money in the long run. That's kind of unusual for any hobby. The second tip I'd like to give is whenever you get your camera, they usually come with a disc with your manual on it, or you can go online, print out your manual and take it with you on your shoots, because if you have any problem, you can solve your problem and not ruin the day. Also, by having the printed manual, it's a lot more fun to read and learn about your camera, because these cameras now, they come with so many amazing things that you never take advantage of because you don't know about them or how to use them. With a printed manual, you can learn a lot easier. So if you print out your manual, you're going to have a lot more enjoyment with your photography and you're making videos. The third tip I'd like to give is the 3 best accessories I've ever found for any camera or video camera is, if it has a remote, get the remote. If you don't want to carry around big tripods, carry these 2 things. This little tripod here and this gadget, this clamp tripod, will solve most of your tripod problems. Also, if you like to hold the camera, you don't want to use a tripod, get a monopod. You can still hold the camera, but it'll steady your shoots tremendously. The other tip is you want to make sure you have a lens hood. Sometimes you're outside in the sun and you can't see the LCD screen and you're screwed. You're going to ruin your shoot. Another tip I'd like to give is whenever you're getting your memory cards, get the biggest one you can afford. You're not going to regret it. If you have a pocket camera, you're gonna be putting your camera in your pocket. I've ruined a couple cameras doing that because there's a tremendous amount of dust in your pocket and it's going to ruin your camera. Always put your camera in your plastic bag in your pocket. This is a waterproof camera. It shouldn't be affected by the dust, but I still do it. This is the camera I usually carry every day because it'll go underwater. It also takes still, also take video. But I'm probably going to start using the Canon. But this has been a really good camera for me, even though it doesn't take as good video as some of the other cameras I have. If you take film or video around the water, go on eBay and get you one of these little waterproof bags. They only cost a couple dollars, and you'll be surprised. You can take really good video underwater for just if you go down just a few feet, and it'll keep the salt spray off if you're out on the boat and around the beach. So those are my tips, guys. I hope these little tips help you, and you'll think again about your camera purchases. If you buy the very best at the cheapest price you can get, you're going to be ahead of the game with cameras and video cameras. And a good place to find out that the best camera is just go to Amazon and see what the highest rated is and the one that gets the most positive reviews. Also Consumer Reports. So that I think is one of the best things you can do. And go to the manufacturer site. Like Canon has a really good site where they have refurbished items. And I think Kodak, no, I do know Kodak, I bought those from Kodak before, refurbished. So, and if you don't buy from the manufacturer, you can get good deals on eBay. If you buy from a reliable seller who will allow for returns, and you check out the item for a few days. So I hope these little tips help you guys. I've really had fun with cameras, videography in the last couple decades, and this is something that's helped me a lot, and I hope it helps you guys too. So I add new videos every week, guys, and hope you come back.